So we made it all the way to Tipton, Iowa, and wanted to come see the insane asylum. Caleb, you want to break the news?
We were pretty excited for it, but if you look behind the cameraman, it is currently tore down.
They tore the place down.
Up there by that little shack up at the top of the hill, to the right of that is where the building would have been, with a bunch of trees from what you had said, Adam.
Yep. They had trees, there was a swing set. Just a big, scary looking building. Kind of disappointing. We're still gonna try and find something cool to show you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something else cool around here.
We just got to do a little bit of research and find somewhere else to go. But
one cool thing is there's still the cemetery here. Hopefully they don't get rid of that ever. But
no, I don't think they're going to. It looks like there's recently done people here at the cemetery placing flowers.
Yeah, it'd be kind of messed up if they tore down the cemetery.
Yeah, especially after removing that. Here in the cemetery, there's a gravestone right up here that says County Home Cemetery, and it's for all the unmarked graves that are currently in this cemetery. Here in the front row, we've got 6 of them that are actually marked.
This right here, though, it shows County Home Cemetery in remembrance of those many souls who rest in unmarked graves in this hallowed ground. And then it's got a Bible verse, Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you the rest. So,
and this is obviously just for everybody who is placed in an unmarked grave.
So what you're saying is, in this field, in this fenced-in area, there's graves that are dug that are unmarked.
Yeah, there's a really good possibility I'm currently standing on one of those graves.
yeah, hopefully not. If we are, sorry.
I'm really not trying to step on any graves. I've got a lot of respect for them, but they're unmarked. I can't really get around them, because I just don't know where they're at.
Yep, so this is kind of cool. There's been a lot of people say there were lobotomies done at the asylum. They say just a lot of twisted horror story, insane asylum stuff going on, but it's gone now.
Unfortunately, we were looking forward to it, but
if you guys want to see footage of the place, I did get some. It's on my old YouTube channel, Demons Love Sonic. If you really were that curious, you can check that out. But
yeah, we will be trying to find another place to go to here soon to get this type of video still out to you guys.
We'll get you some good horror content. I know that's something a lot of people are into. But
yeah, we were all looking really excited for it.
So is it possible, like this divot right here behind this headstone, and you think that might be an old grave?
I think it's an old tree stump.
It's a tree stump that's dug out, but
it's a possibility.
That is the kind of thing people used to do.
I mean, when was the insane asylum built? You said around 1870s something?
It was in the 1800s, I know that. I know it was abandoned in 06. I'm not sure why, but you know, everyone's got their version of it. They got their horror stories. You know, people have imaginations, and then there's also dark facts, so you never know.
Well, what are some dark facts?
Just stuff like the lobotomies and the unmarked graves. With an insane asylum that was abandoned, people are always talking, oh, this person was killed here. This person had this horrible stuff happen.
I'm sure
sure
some bad stuff did happen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering, because I'm sitting right here and I see some grass that is a darker green and some, you know, do we have...
yeah,
do we have divots? Because back in the
Maybe some
1800s,
shallow graves.
well, not shallow, but back in the 1800s, they weren't really burying people like they do now, and the grave could sink in. Did they fill those sink-ins in, or as the old pine boxes deteriorated, or?
Yeah, it could definitely be too. I wish that was the kind of stuff that they would just make public information, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure
would be
bookkeeping
nice.
wasn't as accurate back in the 1800s, if at all.
And they probably didn't.
And then, like
even
you
have-
said, there's definitely patches of dark grass.
Yeah, you got a dark path up here. And they probably just didn't want to keep records for anything that they might have actually done at the asylum as is.
Something you notice here, there's like a
A
crescent moon shape
Yeah.
of longer, darker grass, and you never know. I'm not gonna step there just because
Yeah.
you really don't know. And then, like over there, there's a sinkhole looking in the ground.
Yeah, it's got a noticeable dip compared to everywhere else. So.
Now, Adam, why do you think that they didn't mark the graves?
Personally, I think they just didn't care about the people.
Caleb, you got any ideas?
I feel like they probably just didn't want anybody knowing why that person passed away.
You don't think they would have family that would ask about them?
They probably did have family, but if this has been in place since the 1800s, all those families have forgotten it by now. I doubt any of their surviving family members are trying to figure out where this one family member went back that long ago.
Yeah, and then you also have, back in the day, people would be like ashamed of, oh, my uncle Ronnie had to go to the loony bin.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be ashamed of that, and then they just never bring it up, and then they don't tell their kids don't tell their kids, and then boom,
It just
the
gets
person never
forgotten.
existed.
Okay, well, you want to try and do like an EVP thing here? Maybe set it up on one of the headstones and see if,
Yeah.
because I brought it, I got it with me in my bag. I can pause this and Caleb can go grab my bag.
Yeah, we could set it up right on this grave for the unmarked ones.
All right, I'm going to put a pause on this then.
Awesome.